Hi. So I kind of want to go into the aspect of just the bias in general, and especially the reading about bias against Black women. Um, reading that doc, not the reading that reading was hard and pretty sad. One of the quotes that I found from it that kind of sums up what I'm talking about is, quote, "You should see what happens when you Google Black girls." It's on page 1 of Bias Against Black Girls, and the results are pretty gross, which now, well, thankfully, when you look it up, it doesn't bring up all the grotesque pornography and all of the horrible things that's on there. When you look it up, it's a pretty good image. But in 2009, it wasn't, which is horrible to think about. Horrible. When you look up any other person, any kind of race, gender, whatever, it's not going to say that. But why is it with that? And it's really concerning. It's really interesting to read about. One quote that I found on page 3 of the exact same reading was, "I might perform using keywords connected to my physical self and identity, could return pornographic and otherwise disturbing results." Like, again, this is just a quote that shows that this is like an actual thing, and it's an actual really gross thing, and it's a problem, and eventually it was fixed. But the fact that that was on Google, and when you just search up Black girls, that's what pops up. Like, I find it to be really disturbing, and I couldn't imagine how, like, imagine a Black girl looked up just Black girls and saw that's what her image was on the internet, or her race's image was, or her gender's image was on the internet. That is going to really upset someone, and not just her, but even black people in general. That's going to upset them, and I don't really understand how Google could have allowed that. I mean, eventually it's all gone and they take it down, but just at the end of the day, it's really sad stuff. And you can see this bias with not just on the internet, but in plenty of places. Like, there's a bunch of, like, that's just straight up racist. That's not even bias, that's racist. And to see that on Google, which is a huge thing, and that's just like, whatever, that's just on there like that. That's something that I'm very confused about, and I really do want to look more into why that was even a thing and what made them take it down. But the overall reading and just the feminism lesson, I learned a lot from, and I'm definitely going to be doing more research on this specific topic, and especially with the bias against Black girls reading. I'm going to go pretty much figure out A, why it was there in the first place, and B, why they took it down, and then the public's reaction from it. So that's what I'm going to try to figure out, and I really found this one interesting, but also kind of disturbing. So yeah, thanks.